Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. Drove by I guess it was an elementary school the other day, and it looked like they had a playground outside. But the playground looked nothing like ours did. There weren't monkey bars, there wasn't a merry-go-round, there weren't swings. I know those things still exist. I see some parks that have those kinds of things, but schools don't necessarily have them anymore. Or maybe some do and some don't. But when kids play at recess, what do they do now? I mean, we used to play those made-up games, like Foursquare, and they had little hopscotch designs painted on sidewalks so people could play hopscotch. And we could jump rope and things like that. And again, I don't think kids do that anymore. Do they even get recess anymore? I really don't know. And again, not having kids, I don't know the answer to those questions. But it's weird thinking that recess is probably still a thing. I've never heard a kid say they didn't have recess. But again, I don't know what they do when they do. And now that kids can have, smartphones and things like that, personal devices, do they just kind of scroll through their Facebook? I'm joking. Because, of course, kids under 13 shouldn't have social media apps, or at least that's the theory. But do they text their friends? I mean, I know nephew number 6, Will, who's going to be in, or I guess technically now is, in 7th grade. He doesn't go hang out at a lot of friends' houses. There aren't sleepovers. They're connected through the computer and they play computer games together. And it's funny to watch him, because he'll sometimes do it downstairs in his dining room table. And, I mean, they're carrying on conversations about life in general. And then, go over there, get behind that rock, and then they'll go back to having their conversation. Much like we'd had on the basketball court when we were standing there waiting for our turn to go shoot layups or something. I know the world is much different today. But when kids play, it's not do they play outside, but how do kids play today versus how we played back in the day? Does that make sense? I mean, it's kind of funny. It's like, when you try to explain what a rotary dial telephone is to somebody young, they've never seen one, they've never dealt with it. They've never lived in a world where there wasn't Wi-Fi, so they didn't understand dial-up modems and things like that. But imagine trying to explain, the playground of yore, the monkey bars, where yes, there were metal bars they let us hang from, they let us fall from, and yes, we could break our arms, and nobody thought anything of it. And heck, I've still got a splinter probably in the back of my leg from our teeter-totters back when I was in 5th grade, maybe. I think we got it out, but man, there's a huge scar on the back of my right leg from all those years ago. I know it's kind of silly, but maybe I should ask the kids. It's not like I don't have enough nieces and nephews who don't go to grade school that couldn't tell me what they do during recess, how they play. Or do they just go out in the baseball field and play baseball during recess? I don't know. Back next week, another Road Warrior. KevinMason.us, home to all of our Road Warrior videos. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Wherever you find video, we're going to be there, I promise. We love it when you watch. We love it when you tell a friend. We love it when you leave comments. Even just hitting the like button makes me feel good. I know it's not as important, it's not as special as when you share and when you comment. We don't get as much social media credit for it, but it still makes me feel good. We're back next week. Thanks so much. Have a good one. Stay cool.